How's everybody feeling? Good. So, I finally seen the price of inflation come into my hobbies, and that was popcorn. I went to get a normal bag of popcorn that typically cost me anywhere from $1.98 to $2.28. Is now $4.98, and I said, fuck you, I'm not paying that. So I walked over to the pet aisle, grabbed me a nice old big ass bag of this shit, and this is what we're going to end up using today to make our grain. So first things first is I need to put that. What the hell did you do to my screen? Alright, that was weird. Not sure why I did that, but we're going to take... Fucking hecklefish going to be in my mind now. We're going to open this up. Because we're still not using our tripod, we have to struggle with things. Because that's the purpose of life. The more you struggle... Oh, come on. The more rewards you get. So now we're going to potentially make a hell of a mess on my carpet out here. We're just going to pour that in like that. Until I feel good. Alright, I feel good with that. Then we're just going to put that right back in here. In case you guys are ever wondering what I use for my green. It's just this. I use soil and chemicals. I'm probably the worst. You guys will probably be all, oh my god, I see the Miracle Grow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's Miracle Grow somewhere in this shit. I don't care. Here's a hug, because you need one. Alright, now let's take that outside and get this bird stuff out of here that we don't want, the sunflower. Alright, so we're outside, and as you see, we got a lot of snow everywhere, so as long as the hose ain't frozen, this should be alright. The hose is frozen. The hose is fucking frozen. God damn it. So we're not doing that. Alright. Plan B, I'll see you in my tub. Alright, so we're in the back tub. And now we're going to stir this up. And as you'll notice, we'll have sunflower seeds and then husks start to float up as well. Alright, you got all that stuff up there. I have a cement mixer. Normally I would be using this, but we're doing small batch, so we don't need it. Now we pour that out. So we have that in our toilet with a little bit of that's a gel tab I was put in there like forever ago. I know y'all are grossed out by my toilet right now, but guess what? I don't give a shit. Back to adding water. We got our water at it. You're gonna take it and you're gonna stir it up. And really make sure you try to like stir it and agitate it, because some of these seeds will get stuck in there. You see how many more we're just getting floated up? There we go. That's because they're really wedged in between the grain. So you stir it up, same thing. Pour it back into the toilet. So this is my third wash, but now I added a lot more water. And the reason I did that is to give the grains more room to separate, to allow any more of this sunflower to float up. The first couple washes, you don't really need this much extra water in there, but your last few washes, you really kind of do. Some of that grain gets heavy, and we want to make sure we get as much of this sunflower seed out as we can. Now that we got that extra poured off, let's see if we have any more sunflower seeds float up. If we do, it's only going to be like one or two. Really get it whipping around, get all that grain floating. Perfect. Nothing floating up, so I'm going to pour that out, and then we'll see you in a minute. Best part about doing it this way, now that we got our grain washed down like this, I'm going to take and just add 1 or 2 tablespoons of gypsum. There's one. I'll get a second little scoop in here. Like that, right? Then I got my French press right here. We're going to take out that part right there. like that. We're just going to dump everything in here. Just like that. And then we're going to rinse that into here. Yeah. Fill your water all the way up and stir it. Alright, that's about good right there. And now I'm going to go take it out and let it hydrate. Alright, now you see we got it out here right next to our heater. The only thing I'm going to do is into that thing. Alright friends, it's freezing cold outside. This has been sitting for about a week. And if you look at it, that's all the stuff that we wanted to have happen. So first things first is I'm going to pour the floaties off to the side. I really don't want the floating shit. Oh my god, he's pouring it on his porch. Yeah, baby. Alright, I'm going to go wipe that edge out. And then I'll be right back, because I don't want that getting into my grain. I got paper towel, just going through and getting off the fat and shit. I guess you could say. I don't know what it is. Some kind of bacteria. Probably don't want to be touching it with my hands, but here we are. Fuck, that's so cold out here right now. I'm going to go rinse the pot out and then get the rest of it in there. Same thing with the floaties. We're going to pour that off and then catch the rest of the green. There we go. I'm happy with that. Now we're going to go inside and jar it. So we're out in my garage. I'm going to let it sit inside of the pot for like maybe an hour. Get off any of that excess moisture. Give her a shake every once in a while. Help that water work its way to the bottom of the sieve. And I'll see you guys in an hour when we jar it and sterilize it. 15 psi for 2.5 hours. Alright, so we're sitting in front of the DIY flow hood. I turned it on first. Before I use it, I turn it on since I don't have a cover for it. Blow anything that may fall on these grids off, and yeah, I'm just touching it. Oh my god, he's touching the flow hood filters. What the fuck? There we go. How's that for you? Then I take my lab standard 70 ISO. Oh my god, he's spraying down the fucking filters too. He's making them wet. What is he doing? This fucking retard. This fucking retard. I've been using this filter for like 3 years now. I've never changed the filters, nor do I have contaminant issues. So I'm gonna spray the filter a little bit more. There we go. I'm also gonna spray these jars down. These are our grain jars. This is our grain 2 grain jar. That's our sample, or our mother, and we're gonna put that in there. So let me get this all changed on top down with lights, and let's work. Alright, so we have our grain to grain done. As you notice, that one jar I touched the inside of the lid. Not a big deal. All we do is spray it with alcohol and wipe it. Now I put the lids on the bottom, and then I do this like weird twisting motion. You know what I'm talking about, fellas. And what that's doing is getting, oof. That's not the best, but that's also not really that big of a problem. I should have taken my grain out of the pressure cooker and busted it up sooner in the process, ultimately. That's what that tells me. But once this colonizes, it'll colonize right into there, no problems. Yeah, I definitely didn't bust them up soon enough on all of them. I did like 2 of them. We'll see those 2 in a minute, I'm sure. Because whatever ones aren't stuck on the bottom, yeah, see, like this one I busted up. And see, as you can even see the, like, just doing this little knocking motion creates like a washing machine motion because of the way the bottle's formed. So it's like impacting it, pushing it up, and then it pushes it over, and then it pushes it down, and then it pushes it over. So doing this actually rotates your grain in the way that you're pushing it to your hand. So then just make sure you flip it around. That way you get it to the backside too. And you can see that right there, all the way down. So that one I did right. See if I did this one right. No, this one I didn't bust. But again, it's no big deal. See, we'll track this guy right here. So that guy right there is some nice. And all I'm doing is bump, 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 bump. Now let's move over to there. Let's see if we can get it to come up. See, now you can see it. Boom, it's right there. It's right there. We'll move it over to here now. Don't worry, we're moving it over. There it is. Told you. Boom. So that's why I do my grain shake-ups that way. And if you've done everything right at the end of 8-10 days, you'll have yourself some jars that look like this. Some nice, fully clean, colonized grain. And it's at this point in time, friends, I'd like to thank you for your time. It's all we have, and it does not exist. What the fuck? Camera in this hand here. Why was he just talking? That's kind of weird, because in order to get him to talk, you gotta...
Lizard people built the moon. Hecklefish. You know what? I did it my way.
Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, friends. Love you. Bye.